It's finally happening, y'all. I am getting plastic surgery. I haven't given you guys a video lately about my plastic surgery journey, but I am so excited to share with you some good news. This girl a mess, y'all. Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you've been around here a while. I'm Kendra. This is Kendra Creates. This is my space where I share my life with you guys. I also talk about stuff on the internet, but today I'm going to be talking about my life / stuff you might see on the internet. So if that stuff sounds good to you, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Also, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up while you are at it. So today I am going to be talking about my plastic surgery consultations. So as you guys should know, I am getting plastic surgery after losing over 220 pounds. So I will be getting my surgery in Tijuana, Mexico. And I did a video on that, so please go check it out because I give some major tea about getting plastic surgery overseas in Mexico, okay? And in order to get plastic surgery, you do have to get consultations. And so here in the United States, some doctors charge for consultations, usually those hot in-demand doctors, and some doctors do not charge for consultations. Most Mexican doctors do not charge for consultations. They are also not doing in-person consultations usually. So it's like, what are you charging for? So what they do is they get photos of your body, okay? You must be fully undressed. You can wear undies that do show your backside, but you need to be fully undressed so that they can fully see your body, okay? Because they have to inspect and they have to see what's going on and have to make their professional judgments based upon just pictures. To me, that is kind of scary. Yes, it is. So I got 3 consultations actually to just figure out what was the best route for me. What did I feel personally like that was going to be good for me? And then also like just weighing kind of like pros and cons with, you know, the doctors and seeing kind of like what I wanted to do and which direction that I wanted to go in. So today I'm going to be talking about those consultations. We're going to get into the nitty gritty and see how things go. But the first consultation I want to talk about, because it kind of wasn't a consultation. It's crazy. Okay. So I have been hearing about the power couple. Dr. Ibarra and I forget the other doctor's names. So it's a husband and wife team. They used to be at Baltic. Now they have opened up their own practice because they are amazing, amazing. And it's called Reshape. And I've never went there. I've never had surgery from them, but I literally have not heard anything bad about these folks, like at all. And that's why I was like, I got to get on, I got to see what it's about. And the thing about it is, like, you can go to their groups or you can go to their page, and of course you're going to see nothing but positive things. But you have to get into the nitty gritty on this, okay? You have to go to the real self reviews. You have to get into those Facebook groups. And there are 2 great Facebook groups that I can tell you about. Actually, I'm going to kind of insert them here so you guys can see, because I can't think of the names, the specific names of them off the top of my mind. But they are wonderful groups. They give you the down and dirty details. They don't hold anything back because they are not promoted by one surgeon. They are not promoted by any one particular, you know, coordinator or person that's trying to, you know, say positive things. People will tell you if they have horrible work, if they have deaths, if they don't have a sanitary facility. They will tell you. They will give you the real deal because it's their own personal experience. And so I haven't heard anything bad about these folks, and I said I had to get a consultation with them. I send in my photos, and usually you'll send in your photos to their coordinator. Their coordinator will give it to the doctors. The doctors will review it, and they'll give their recommendations, specifications, or whatever. So they hit me up shortly, like a couple of hours later, and they told me that they could not do work on me. And you know what? I appreciated that. And let me tell you why. They said that they needed to do an in-person consultation on me. Okay, I'm not going to Mexico for an in-person consultation. So that was going to be a downer. But if I did live close, say I lived in like San Diego and I could just drive across the border, or if I lived anywhere, in California or anywhere close, I would go for an in-person consultation because these folks, I am just that impressed with them. But yeah, they told me I needed to do the in-person because that would determine if they decided that they could work on me, because these folks don't want to just take a client and not be able to deliver good results. And I can totally 100% respect that just because of my extreme weight loss. And they said that they only do extreme weight loss patients maybe about once or twice a month because it takes them so long. So they are like booked on those types of patients for a couple of months down the road. And I thank the coordinator for her honesty and her time, and I appreciated that so much. And they gained so much more respect from me because they were honest with their limitations. And that's what you want from a doctor. You don't want them telling you, oh, you're gonna look like Kim Kardashian, and you don't even have like the base, like the bone structure to look like that. So let's get on to the 2 consultations that actually happened. Okay, so Surgeon A, we're gonna call them Surgeon A and Surgeon B. I'm not disclosing their information just because I don't wanna first of all, I don't wanna say who my surgeon is going to be because one of these doctors I am going to. And 2, I don't want you to feel like I'm like being negative towards one of them or anything. But later on down the road, after my surgery is over with, of course, I'm going to take you through that whole experience and everything. And I'm going to give an honest and brutal review of them and everything that happened with them. And then also I'm going to disclose the other surgeon that I did see if you guys want me to. I have no problem disclosing the information or anything to you guys once I've already had my surgery and everything. Okay, so stick with me through these couple of months and through this whole entire process, and hopefully I can give you good information that you'll like, that you'll enjoy, that you'll find beneficial if you are on a plastic surgery journey. Okay, so Surgeon A, both of these are located in Tijuana, Mexico. So Surgeon A, they do their surgery at like their own surgery center. And Surgeon B does the surgery in a hospital. So while you think nothing can go wrong, things can go wrong. And having that peace of mind to be in a hospital kind of put me a little bit on that side of things. Now, Surgeon A, all of their expenses were included, okay? Because they have their own recovery center, so you don't have to get a separate recovery house. And they included your hotel night stay. They included your transportation. Everything is included, which is mad convenient, especially when you're trying to deal with so many different things and, booking flights and all of this kind of stuff. Surgeon B, everything is not included. The only thing that's included that you pay to them is for your surgery and 1 night hospital stay. Everything else you have to purchase separately. So that means you have to purchase your hotel stay when you come in, because you will come in a day before your surgery to get your blood work and stuff like that. So you have to pay for that hotel stay. You have to pay for your recovery home stay. So it is recommended that you stay there at least a week, but you can stay more if you want to. That you stay there at least a week. You can stay in a recovery home, a hotel, an Airbnb, whatever you want to do. But you need to be there because you need to do follow-up visits with your surgeon. You also have to pay for the testing that's done. So they'll do a blood test. They'll do an electrocardiogram. I believe that's to check your heart. And they do another test too. I can't think of it. It's written down. You also have to pay for your medications. So all of your pain medications, antibiotics, you have to pay for all of that. Transportation, you have to pay for that as well. So transportation from the airport back to the airport, to the doctor's office for your follow-up visits, you have to pay for that. You also have to pay for your garments. So it is recommended that you wear a faja, which is just a compression garment on your body after surgery. And so I'm getting my body done, my stomach, tummy tuck, BBL, also a breast lift with augmentation. So I do need to buy those garments. It sounds like a lot of expenses because it is. So let's talk about costs. That's going to be the next thing I talk about. So for surgeon A, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use roundabout figures because once again, I don't want to state a specific price because pricing is always changing and pricing is different based upon your needs. Like what exactly are you getting? So your pricing is going to be different. Okay. So for surgeon A, it is less than $15,000. I'm just giving a roundabout figure. And then for surgeon B, it is under $10,000. So it's a big cost difference, but also you have to realize everything is included with surgeon A and surgeon B. You do have to purchase everything separately. So you just have to weigh your pros and cons with every surgeon. Now, I want to talk about something that's very important, and that's reviews. So this is what you're doing is getting word of mouth about people's experiences. Surgeon A did not have a lot of reviews, but the reviews and the experiences that I had was great. There was one particular creator that I follow her experience. She went to them because they also have surgeons at that facility that do bariatric surgery, and she got bariatric surgery with them. So she decided to go back and do the plastic surgery with them, and she sold me on it because both of her experiences were good. Her results were realistic, and she's very happy with her results. And I saw a couple of other people as well. They had very realistic results, you know, not too overdone, not too wild and crazy, just normal bodies to where like I don't look crazy if I'm going into the office. You know, like I'm not an influencer. I'm not like an Instagram model. Like I don't need, you know, a 20-inch waist and 47-inch hips. Like I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be made whole again with my body. And then the other surgeon, they also don't have as many reviews, but they have a very active now group. And it's not ran by a coordinator or the doctor's office. It's just ran by an individual who decided to volunteer to run it. They often call them dolls pages because they refer to you as a doll when you get your body done. So yeah, and a lot of those women have shared their before and afters, their experiences, their results. And like I said, I also looked on those 2 Facebook groups that I told you about, and I got a little bit of information from them, but not a lot. I wanted to go with surgeons with realistic results, not necessarily looking for the vixen look. And then I also wanted to go to doctors that weren't popping and popular. And the reason is because while those doctors are popping and popular because they do great work, like I want to go with a hidden gem because I know that I am going to get the attention that I deserve because they aren't popping and popular, you know, and not necessarily saying that the popular surgeons are going to like put you to the wayside, but they might. The coordinators might. They might misstep because they're popular, they're booked and busy. Like, and I just wanted to go with one that I saw that had good work, but they're not as popular yet. So they're kind of like a hidden gem. So y'all wish me luck. I'm hoping that they are a hidden gem. And so also if you're talking about cost, you need to be aware of like your down payment. So with surgeon A, they want 10% of surgery cost. So it would be about 10% of the, let's just say 15,000, but it's less than 15,000. So that's about 1,500. And then they also want $1,000 too. So you're putting in about $2,500 for a down payment, and the $1,000 is in case of a blood transfusion. And then Surgeon B's down payment is $300. You also want to know, like, what is their policy in regards to the down payment. Most down payments are non-refundable. Surgeon A's for sure is non-refundable unless you cancel within a certain window, and the same with Surgeon B. They at least have it to where you cancel in a certain window. It's like, I'm not sure, please don't quote me. I believe like if you give them like 60 days before, you get it fully back. If you do 30 days before, you get like a percentage back. If you do 2 weeks before, you get an even lesser percentage. And then like after then, you get nothing back. But a lot of times, like if the surgery has to be rescheduled for some reason, like if you don't meet your blood work situation, if that doesn't work out well, then they'll reschedule it, try to get your blood work up in the meantime, whatever. You are not gonna lose out on your deposits. You need to just learn these these rules and regulations. So there's very important. And then I believe the last thing I want to talk about is what they recommended to me when they saw my body. They didn't ask me anything. They just saw the pictures and they just gave their recommendations. Okay. So both of them recommended a breast lift with breast augmentation. They both recommended a circumferential tummy tuck, or you can call that a lower body lift. Whereas a regular tummy tuck just goes hip to hip, left to right, and, pull the skin down and make it flat. They also have to do it going all the way around because they need to address the back part, because my boat is drooping down because it's nothing but skin back there and it's not full. And then they also recommended the BBL to bring the fullness into my butt because I have no butt anymore. So they recommended also lipo to my flank area because they need to get some fat from somewhere to put in my butt. But Surgeon B also recommended lipo on my arms and thighs. Now, I didn't ask him why he made that additional recommendation because I decided not to go with Surgeon A. So I didn't really feel the need to ask him. But with Surgeon B, they did not recommend lipo on arms and thighs as well. And the reason why he said I don't recommend it just because your skin is already, sagging there, and I don't want to create any more additional sag. And you guys, I still have not done like a loose skin reveal. I'm still contemplating like on if I really want to do that or not, but I can do it sort of here just with my arms. I've done it several times in many videos with my arms, but you can see how I do have the loose skin here. If I'm sitting like this, you can see how it's loose right here. You can see that. You can see it is very evident, right? I do have, a pretty good amount of muscle, but all of this is just extra skin that I just kind of like want off of me. I will look so great. But I also need to discuss with that surgeon, and I'm just going to leave him alone because I've asked these people a billion questions. I'm going to wait until I go in person because you'll have an additional in-person consultation with them to discuss about the liposuction, and if I really do need it again on my arms and thighs. Just because I told you guys in that plastic surgery video I did, or maybe it was a different video, I'm not sure. But he said that, I don't have a lot of fat on my body. And that is why Surgeon A might have recommended me getting lipo on arms and thighs, because I don't have that much fat. So if he's trying to get me a booty, he may need to get extra fat from additional places. So I'm definitely going to ask my surgeon about that when I see them in person. So you guys, I am definitely nervous about everything, but the only thing that you can do in this situation is just prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I have gotten my will together, and here in the state of Illinois, it just needs 2 signatures on it who are not a party to the will for it to be considered valid. And beyond that, I am gonna make a video kind of diary to my baby so that he can, know about it or see me or whatever if anything does happen to me. And that's kind of like how I'm preparing for the worst. And then also in case of, medical emergency, I do have that information available for the doctors and, my emergency contact. If anything happens, anything goes wrong, and my directives beforehand to make sure that they know and understand what I want done, just in case anything goes terribly, terribly wrong. I am praying and hoping for the best outcome as far as my health and my life and my future self. These things are kind of routine, and the surgeons do these every day. And I believe I want to make another plastic surgery video kind of like on what to look out for with the surgeon, what you should know, like the questions you should be asking and stuff like that, because that's kind of how I decided on even to narrow it down to just these 3 surgeons and how I wanted to evaluate them. It's kind of like the vetting process, and you guys need to be informed. And in each of my plastic surgery videos, I am going to be dropping some information down there, so you can go in the box and look. If you're considering surgery in Mexico, you make sure you want to be with the board certified surgeon. They do have boards just like they have in the United States. It's like it's a country with standards. So they have 3 separate boards, and my doctors that I did decide to go with are triple board certified. So they're certified by all the boards. You can also check the credentials of the anesthesiologist, and the anesthesiologist is also board certified. There are a real anesthesiologist, a doctor, and nothing is wrong with a nurse a nurse that does anesthesia, but it is an actual doctor that is performing my anesthesia. So yes, I am nervous, but I'm also so excited. I feel like this is going to be a new chapter in my life and a new journey, and I will no longer have my stomach sitting in my lap, y'all. It's literally sitting in my lap. It's terrible. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please bear with me as I go through this exciting new journey and, new chapter in my life. I love to have you along here for the ride. If you are having plastic surgery or you're not and you just want to watch my content because you just like me, I appreciate you. I'm letting you know that for real. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next time. Thank you so much. Make sure you continue to spread kindness in the world of light. Bye-bye.